Hey everybody, Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader, here to wrap up the day. So we did a midday and talked about how we came into the day looking for what did the monthly pivot and the daily mid-band want to do. Did they want to be support? Did they want to be resistance? They kind of walked it down into the open here. We were long 72.25, and then they took it right down to our 5-handle disaster stop. Ticked me out, bottom ticked me for -5. Unlucky, that's life. That's the life of a trader. But we use 5-handle disaster stops on every trade that we put on. They don't get engaged very often, but they're there to protect us from something much deeper. So they take it down to 67.25. They bring it back up towards the monthly pivot. Where the morning got tricky was you started to see all of this resistance at the proprietary moving average, at this little thin blue line, which is your 5-minute midband, and at the daily midband, and the monthly pivot, and the opening print here at 71.25, and a partridge in a pear tree. The setup there is, remember our opening premise. Does this chunk of price want to go support, or does it want to go resistance? Well, at this moment, it's trying to go resistance. So what do? Well, you get short, because that's what you do. Did it work? No. And what did it do? It migrated right on up, and it hit us for a disaster stop here right around the daily midband, right at 75.25. So I just got done telling you I don't take disaster stops very often. Two in a row. I had to look back. We have not done 2 in a row since March of 2017. So that was about the time that I got on the midday, just to say a few things. We had gotten long at that point against the daily midband, long 75.25, to see what the market could do. The other thing is this. We have 2 choices. We can, I can pretend I don't have bad days or bad moments of the day, because I'll tell you how this day turned out in a minute. Or I can teach somebody something. I can be real, I can own it, and not be full of it, and not be, not be some guru jackass, and I can get out here and actually teach you something about not only trading, but about life, okay? Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Well, I got punched in the mouth pretty good. -5 will get your attention. But trading rule number 1, manage your risk. -5 is it. That's the end of it. No emotion, no mental stops, none of this garbage that people do. You're done. 5, that's it. Move on. Next one's -5. Who gives a shit? Take it, move on. Okay? So what's next? Daily mid-band. Is it going to hold? Remember, the whole point of the day was, what does this chunk of price want to be? Does it want to be resistance or does it want to be support? Well, I just got my backside handed to me because it didn't want to be resistance. Now that it's up above, we have to follow through on the thesis. The biggest mistake that inexperienced or unsuccessful traders make is they abandon their thesis too early and then start reinventing the wheel. You have a bad 10 minutes, you're instantly reinventing the wheel. The thesis was resistance or support. Doesn't mean you're stubborn. If I was stubborn, then I would just have added to this short and turned it into some 10 ad train wreck that went all the way to 93. It's not how you do it either. You stay flexible in your approach and you follow your plan. So what was the plan? Well, gosh, it just might want to be support. Well, it came, little pullback here, off we go. Takes out the upper level, makes a bias on our proprietary stuff, takes out daily pivot, takes out weekly pivot by a mile. Then it bumps into its old friend 28.93 and we stall out basically for the balance of the day. So when I left you, I was -12. This trade, we did +12 and 2/3. So the whole day I end up with 2/3 of a handle, but you know what? It's not a -12, and maybe I'll go buy a sandwich, okay, and call it a day. But it's how you manage your day. You don't get flustered, you have a plan, and you do that. And it's something that, we don't have many bad days, but when we do, we know how to handle them, and we know how to trade them successfully, manage our day, manage our week, manage our emotions, and come out successful. So as we head into tonight, consolidation up here. You got our proprietary moving average, the 5-minute mid locked up. You can see how tight the Bollinger Bands are, right? Compression, expansion. Up or down? I don't know. 93 has been a problem. It was a problem a few sessions ago. So right now, I'm going to be short until 93 sorts itself out, and we'll go from there. All right, take care. I will see everybody in the morning with a webcast. I don't usually jump on at night and, really try to shake your shoulders and say, look, if you really want to be a trader, these are things that you have to do. They are, okay? If you need some help figuring that stuff out, check us out. Take care. Trade 'em well.